There's nothing quite like driving along the California coastline on iconic Highway 1. But drivers are getting a rude welcome when they reach the southern part of the tourist town of Big Sur. The only bridge leading in is out.
We were trying to just drive down the coast back to San Diego. Heard that Big Sur was a really cool park to drive through, very scenic. We were just a little disappointed.
The Pfeiffer Canyon Bridge partially collapsed last month after storms caused a major mudslide.
This big landmass, which goes up the hill, is sliding down this canyon.
Talking to other bridge people around the state, they've never seen this type of failure. An actual column being displaced a few feet causing the bridge to fall, that's kind of unheard of.
After the crews demolish the bridge, engineers say it'll take at least 9 months to build a new one. The main way to cross the canyon now is in one of these. You can see why it's so challenging for crews working in the mountainous landscape and for residents on the other side of the bridge.
Really desperate, not knowing where their next food supply is coming from. So there's been that, and then there's been the fact that the road is closed and there's about 400 of us stuck in this section.
While almost all the hotels, restaurants, and state parks on the south side of the bridge are closed, the Big Sur deli and adjacent tap room remain open. The owner had to lay off employees and makes multiple 6-hour round-trip drives a week to keep the shelves stocked.
It's for the locals. In the bad times, you got to try to come through for the people that come through for you all the time.
Perhaps the one group taking this all in stride are the 12 monks living in this mountaintop monastery. Despite losing their main income source, visitors staying at their remote retreat.
Our fundamental choice is still to be monks, so we didn't come to this life because it was going to be easy.
There is a way to drive out of southern Big Sur, taking country mountain roads, but the ride to Monterey, for example, which normally takes about 30 minutes, now takes about 3 hours. That inconvenient route is currently only open to locals on supply runs. But even if it eventually opens to the public, local business leaders worry few tourists will take the detour.
We as a community simply will not survive in any way that is recognizable without a timely rebuilding of that bridge.
Community leaders say they need a state disaster declaration to help save local businesses and to bridge the gap between solitude and salvation. Haven Daily, Associated Press, Big Sur, California.